Hello again, Cancer. It's Dadhichi here from astrology.com.au. It's an important month and a positive month, I'd like to say to you, given the position of the planets here, especially these three exciting planets being in the company of Uranus in your 11th house. If you notice here, the 11th house is the house of fulfillment. It covers a few other areas such as friendships, elder siblings, your social connectivity, your network generally, but it has to do with fulfilling your dreams. Now, that can be subjected to some severe ups and downs because Uranus is never predictable. Here we see we should keep our eye on the position of the moon to see when it's going to activate these planetary combinations. Now, the position of Venus here, which is the planet ruling your 11th house, receives a fine aspect from the moon there on the 6th. 5th and 6th is quite a nice combination, and that's happening here in your 4th house, which is your domestic sphere. It's also your sphere of happiness, contentment. Being your ruler, the moon in this lower part of the horoscope gains some directional strength, so it's strong during these few days of the month. The full moon in the 5th house really beckons you to open up your creativity, connect with your children, get childlike again, and enjoy yourself and stop being too worried about things. If you don't, the cycle of the moon in this 6th house, especially combining with the south node, may cause some health problems, and that's due to excess. Why do I say that? Because of this Venus in the 12th house and the combination of the moon with the south node. All of this has to do with karma, your own hand being instrumental in whatever poor health you're experiencing. And then, even if you get over that, you're going to have to contend with your relationships there around the 12th and 13th. Look at the moon there in that intense combination with Pluto, triggering some important hidden discussions. 12th house Mercury around the same day. And you notice here, keep your eye as this moves around. I'm not always talking about every single aspect here, but when Mercury hits the vicinity of Venus, these discussions can also take place again. Moon in the 8th house. Again, these are all hidden houses, secretive houses. 8th house, 12th house, even the 4th house. So everything that's submerged in your subconscious, everything to do with your relationships. And that could precipitate some strong reactions with the combination of Mars here in the 9th house. Principle-based ideologies, belief systems, all that sort of stuff can be triggered. You can be very, very reactive and also very idealistic at this time, 16th, 17th, when the moon makes its contact with Neptune. Notice who there's that square aspect. The square usually shows a challenge, even though you have all of these ideals. That may not be sitting well with what your aspirations are. You have to find some way to bring your ideas, your objectives, your goals in keeping with the philosophical view that you have. When that aspect happens, you see here it's moving it through your 10th house of career, also at the right angle. Power plays. You're probably wondering, how can I achieve what it is that I really want to achieve, and do it in an ethical way, do it in a way that fulfills me spiritually and creatively. That will be subjected to, again, to some unusual sort of sudden about faces. Moon with Uranus here in your 11th house. And then get ready for it. This 12th house combination, thereabouts on the 20th, 21st, the sun moves to the sign of Gemini, your 12th house, and the new moon also occurs there, 23rd, 24th. Now that is a powerful combination of influences that relate to spirituality. So this is the powerful one. Whereas you had that tension about who you are, what it is you want to do, how you're going to bring that in line with, maybe what your partner, your spouse, your lover expects of you. This is the time when you can turn over a new leaf and really make some inroads into that area in your life. It's a very self-reflective period. Things improve for you. It's not all doom and gloom though. I think you can get something out of this that's very positive, especially with the transit of your ruler back in your sun sign there around 26, 27. Once again, it triggers these excessive, compulsive sorts of energies with the Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto combo. And again, this is all to do with your relationships. Perhaps it's not you that it's going through these rather difficult emotional strains. I mean, we all are, but this could be a case of dealing with your partner. You see here, Saturn is the ruling planet for your partner. And here, it's actually not in a bad condition there around the very last period of the month. There's a trine aspect that has been forming here to this 12th house. Not exactly a trine, but still this can bring some understanding. Saturn is in its own position here, quite a nice placement for it. And this also shows, fingers crossed, that your partner, if you're involved in a relationship, is capable of non-deflection too, able to look at themselves so that you can both find some equitable solutions. Now, pardon me, that also goes for your business relationships as well. I think it's a nice month. I think some great gains, some great insights can be had for you, Cancer. Take a look at what I've written there for the weekly horoscopes. That's straight off the bat there. It's available to you. We have the dailies, the yearlies. You've got yours faithfully there if you want to have a personal reading. Some of you may find this a little bit superficial. And of course, I call it the Oracle Express. So if you want something more detailed, drop me a line and I'll show you how we can do that. Take care. I'll see you again next month. Bye-bye, Cancer.